Ever wondered how some guys barely lift a finger, yet somehow end up living rent-free in a woman's mind? It's like they leave behind a song she can't stop replaying, over and over again. It's not always about rugged good looks or even sky-high confidence. The real magic, it lies in how they speak to her. More specifically, in what they call her. You see, words are sneaky. They can glide past the rational gatekeepers of her mind and land straight in her emotional core. And when those words come in the form of nicknames, not the generic kind like babe or sweetie, but names that carry emotional weight and psychological texture, they don't just get her attention. They change the way she sees you. And perhaps more importantly, how she sees herself around you. Think about it. A unique, emotionally resonant nickname becomes a secret between the two of you. It's like your own little emotional code. It makes her pause, maybe smirk, and think, why does that hit differently? That tiny moment of impact? That's where attraction lives. So, in this video, I'm revealing 3 forbidden nicknames most guys overlook, names that stir emotional curiosity, spark playful tension, and plant seeds of obsession when used with the right tone and timing. These nicknames don't just label her, they help her imagine herself in a different light. And each one reaches a different part of her subconscious, whether it's her craving for excitement, her desire to feel seen, or her need to decode a man she can't quite read. Let me be clear, this isn't just about being clever or witty. It's about leaving a mark. If you've ever wanted to be the guy whose name lights up her screen and triggers that quiet little smile, the guy she can't stop talking about to her best friend without even realizing it, then you're in the right place. Because these nicknames, they're not just words. They're emotional blueprints. Let's dive in. The first nickname, Trouble. Now, on the surface, it might seem harmless, maybe even cliché. But don't be fooled, there's a reason this one works when used the right way. It's deceptively powerful. Trouble sounds playful. Yes. But it's layered with a flirtatious tension. It suggests unpredictability, mischief, a spark that can't be tamed. And when you say it with a half smile, a glint in your eye, or in a moment when she's teasing you or catching you off guard, it doesn't just feel like a nickname, it feels like a signal, a spark. You're not just teasing her, you're handing her a new identity. One that says, you stir things in me I didn't expect. It's playful. It's seductive. It hints that she's affecting you, but you're not losing control. It makes her feel mischievously powerful, but only in relation to you. That's what makes it personal. Here's the secret, don't use it every time. Use it strategically. Maybe when she shows up looking unexpectedly amazing. Or when she flirts with you in a way that catches you off guard. Drop it casually, your trouble. Say it like you're letting her in on a joke no one else knows about. It becomes your private emotional handshake. She hears it and immediately knows, this moment means something different. Why does it work so well? Because it taps into what psychologists call emotional labeling. You're giving her a name. Yes, but you're also assigning a feeling to your presence. So every time she thinks about you, that label comes back. Not just he likes me, but he sees something in me that's dangerous, and he likes it. And in that emotional space, that's where memory becomes magnetism. The second nickname, Heartbreaker. Now this one is trickier. It's got a bit of edge. But when you use it with confidence, not bitterness, it becomes magnetic. Heartbreaker doesn't just compliment her looks. It frames her power. It implies that she's attractive. But not in a safe, ordinary way. There's danger in her smile. Intensity in her gaze. But here's what most guys miss, the power of the frame. When you say, you're such a heartbreaker, you're not pleading for her attention. You're acknowledging her impact. But you're also standing solid in your own frame, like, I see what you're doing, but I'm not falling for it. Yet, most men try too hard. They try to win her over with predictability. But when you deliver this nickname with calm, maybe even an amused look. She's thrown off. It makes her curious. It flips the roles. Now she's wondering why you're not reacting like everyone else. Here's why it works. It plays into the duality of female desire. She wants to be desired, yes, but also mysterious. Heartbreaker hints that she's both desired, but hard to figure out. And the deeper magic, it triggers what's called intrigue bias. She starts thinking, why did he call me that? Does he really think I'm dangerous? Or is he daring me to prove otherwise? Either way, she's now in your frame. She's thinking about what you see, and what else you might be picking up on. So the next time she looks stunning, or when she gives you that knowing smile, you can drop it with just the right blend of charm and challenge. You're trouble. Yeah. But you're definitely a heartbreaker too. And just like that, she'll feel powerful, but in a way that leaves her needing to know what you'll say next. And now, the final nickname, my favorite headache. This one is the most dangerous, the most layered, and absolutely irresistible when used with precision. My favorite headache is contradiction personified. You're telling her she's frustrating, but in a way that keeps you hooked. It's mock frustration wrapped in affection. It's you drive me crazy mixed with but I wouldn't have it any other way. This nickname creates a powerful emotional cocktail: tension, curiosity, affection, all at once. It makes her wonder, wait, am I annoying him? Or is this his way of flirting? The answer, of course, is both. And that's what keeps her guessing. Use this one in moments of real chemistry. When she teases you. When she gets under your skin, in a good way. Shake your head. Give a playful sigh. And say it with warmth, you're seriously my favorite headache. The delivery matters. Don't be sarcastic. Be sincere. With a hint of mock exasperation, like she's chaos wrapped in beauty. And you secretly love every second of it. What you're doing here is activating the intermittent reward system in her brain. The same one that makes people keep checking their phones or pull slot machines. Your emotional signals, warm one moment, teasing the next, create a loop in her mind. She starts craving more. Why does this guy say I'm his favorite headache? Why do I like that? That confusion, that fascination. That's the beginning of emotional obsession. And it doesn't feel like manipulation. It feels like intimacy. So, there you have it. Trouble. Heartbreaker. My favorite headache. 3 nicknames. Each one a key to a different emotional door. Used right, they don't just make her smile, they make her feel. And those feelings? That's what she remembers. Not what you wore. Not what you texted. But how you made her feel. Used with care, with confidence, timing, and the right delivery. These aren't just nicknames. They're emotional anchors. They build something deeper, a secret connection that makes you stand out long after the conversation ends. So now I have to ask you, which one are you going to try first? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one. And if you want to go even deeper, in the next video, I'm revealing 3 text messages that pair perfectly with these nicknames, the kind of texts that make her think about you right before she falls asleep. So hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this with a friend who seriously needs to up their nickname game. Because this is only the beginning.